All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 1208 on this beautiful Tuesday evening. It is December 2nd. It is Brandi and I's anniversary. So it is kind of like our anniversary special that has nothing to do with Studying Brew, but everything about us. Thank you all for being here on this beautiful night. We appreciate all of you for this Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. Tonight, we are going to give you a little bit of techniques, a little bit of help so you guys can pass these exams. Why would we do this on our own anniversary? Wouldn't we take the night off? No, because you guys need the help. You guys need to get a pass notice. You guys are not on vacation mode. So it's more important for us to skip that and be here for you. So that way you can stay in the scheme of it. So that way you can keep in that routine. So that way you can stay consistent. That way you can get those tricks, tips, and techniques that'll help you get a pass notice. My name is Andy. I'm the guy that runs the back office over here at KonaButterflyz, but you're not here for me. You're here for Brandi. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, 65, and her Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know. So that way you too can get a pass notice. And that's what we're going to be doing tonight. Anything you want to say about these questions tonight?
They are
Well said,
random.
Brandi. They are random questions that are like require, what don't they require?
No content.
No content. So if you haven't been studying or you haven't got into the studying, or maybe you're struggling with questions, or maybe you don't know the answer, or maybe you don't see the answer, or maybe you can't remember your name, let alone what is in this question, these techniques are going to help you. Someone texted us today. They were unsuccessful with their exam today.
Yes.
They're like, I definitely need to be plugged in.
Yes.
I need to learn more of this. I need to get onto the next one. I'm going to pass the next one. I am going to get it done. I am going to learn whatever it is that I need to learn, so that way I can get this done. One of the main components that we talk about is not just the techniques and the keywords and all that stuff, but also a little bit of the content, a little bit of like getting that little bit that you need to help you out with getting this pass notice. And the only way that we know how to do it in our Kona way with our study guides, our program, and all that stuff, but also your positive mental attitude. And even though if you don't even get it and it doesn't work out for the last attempt, the whatever attempt, it doesn't matter.
Does not matter at all.
His exams do not define who you are with the pass or the fail. It's the attempts. It is the try. It is the getting out there and doing it. It is the struggle. It is the challenge. It is you facing it every day and having the self discipline and the consistency that will make you not necessarily the pass or the fail notice. And having that positive mental attitude is everything. And some of you all are just sitting on your laurels because you're not wanting to see what you don't want to see on the screen. So you rather advert, you rather like divert, you rather shy away from just doing the dang thing,
Or make pancakes instead of study.
or make pancakes instead of studying, or take 6 months to avoid a 6 month wait. I don't know the logic, but it happens a lot. People they're skittish, they're afraid, they don't know why they are. Guys, you have to be okay with disappointment. You have to be okay with things not always working out. You have to be okay with the fact that that's part of success is the failures. Their failure is a great teacher. And it is the class that you never want to skip because you learn way more from failing than you ever will from success. And I know that sounds crazy, but that's where the challenges come up. That's where the stretching begins. That's where you get stronger. That's where you get more refined in how you study, how you self-discipline yourself, how you stay consistent, how you stay with a program, how you challenge, how do you get through it all and get to that next level. I mean, it doesn't always work out for Brandi and I all the time. All the dang time. Today was a challenge. Today, one of those things where you don't want things to go wrong and went wrong. And it has nothing to do with Brandi and I. It's just the world sometimes just doesn't bend to your way and your effort, you know? I know it's crazy, but the world doesn't spin particularly just for you. And luck or not luck or whatever, some things just happen. And that's just the way it is. Now, how do you react? How do you figure out how to get around it? How do you figure out, that you didn't want to buy a new car, but you're looking like you have to buy a new car? That was our day today.
That
Uh,
was our day.
yeah. Didn't want to, but it looks like we're gonna have to. And necessarily it's not in the plans. It's not what you wanted to do. It's not how you got so many other things coming up. You got bills, you got holidays, you got to think of other people, you got to think of little Jimmy down the street that doesn't have a jacket. And you got to buy them one for Christmas because you're a good human. You got to support the church. You got to go do all these other things and all these other projects and all these other things that are noble and sometimes just take so much time. But what do you do? How do you divide it? How do you decide? You just have to. You just have to make that priority. What is going to be better for you in the long run? In the long run, isn't it better for you to be able to get that next exam done? So that way you have another license. So that way you can possibly put another ATM in your business, not for your own gains, but possibly for the others that you can help with it. Isn't that more of a blessing to give more, be able to give more, be able to have the ability to help? I'm just saying. Maybe that's what we need to focus in on this December. Maybe we all need to take a step back and look forward and go, you know what? Maybe I need to like study, prioritize what will really help everyone in the long run. I don't know what the future holds. I don't know if the economy is going up, the economy is going down. I don't know about people's jobs, unemployment, maybe employment. I don't know. It could be the golden era, it could be the bronze era. I don't know what's next, but all I can do is I can just work on my effort and my attitude. I'm going to have a positive mental attitude. I'm going to work on the things I can do. And guess what? Somehow everything's going to work out. Got to keep your faith, you got to keep your head up, and you just got to keep on studying. And look, if you don't have a program, if you don't have that thing, we've been talking about it all last week. We're going to keep talking about it all this month. December is 2026 already. If you want to level up in 2026, if you want to be ahead of where you were in 2025, it starts now. It doesn't start on January, it starts now. If you want to jumpstart on everyone, if you want to jumpstart on the competition, if you want to jumpstart into helping people out right when they get their taxes and need to get their taxes done and help them with those tax liabilities, it starts now because January, everybody's going to be looking to do what? Taxes, figuring out their finances for 2026, figuring out what they need to do to help people or what they need to get their tax liabilities written off, what charitable donations, how do I help this? How do I do this? Guys, you can be that person. You can be that center of influence. You can be the person instead of calling up somebody else to handle it, you can handle it all, and it's all up to you. Think of all the things you can do and change and help and do next year if you only buckle down and get it done this year, starting now. And we have all that stuff going on. Scan the QR code, hit the links. We have course videos, we got live exam sessions, we got all member sessions, we got small group tutoring, we got one-on-one tutoring. Tomorrow, Brandy's got a whole schedule of one-on-one tutoring that she's doing. But we want to make sure everybody gets a chance. So make sure to book her out. Make sure to reach out to me, text the phone number right there, 951-290-3077. If you want to get in on those one-on-one tutorings, if you need to reach out also is KonaButterflyz@gmail.com. Books for sale, SIE 663-2665. We got the Kona community on the Discord. Won't stop, don't stop community. Brandy's been getting messages all the time. Text her, and if you don't get to her, get to me, or just at anywhere on one of those channels, and we'll come swooping in and we'll help you out with whatever the questions that you need help with. It could be, I don't understand this, a screenshot in there. Brandy can help out. So check it out. And by scanning the QR code, hitting the links. Tomorrow, we do not have any kind of member sessions, but Brandy will be doing one-on-one sessions. That's what we were doing on Wednesdays now. So make sure to, like I said, reach out if you want to get on those next sessions with those one-on-ones. Discounts are for members, but you don't have to be a member to get a one-on-one. All right, we will be back tomorrow night, though, for the brew. We will be back on the Studying Brew tomorrow night. Same bat time, same bat channel. So with that, let's get into test taking techniques, Brandy.
Let's do it.
It is Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. We're so happy to have all of you here for this beautiful night where Brandy helps you get right answers without knowing a dang thing. So no securities content needed, right, Brandy?
That is absolutely
Anything
it.
else you want to share with the folks?
We're paying attention to the words, but not like we do on a Monday, where we're trying to match words. What we're trying to do today now is notice some other random things in our answer choices. the must only, never, and always, ands, numbers, those types of things. Things that could, for whatever the reason, give you an extra edge. If you were gonna guess, these are the things to look for to guess correctly. Have a better chance of being right. Is that better?
Yeah.
That's better. There you go. Okay,
Ready to go?
let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Okay, so for instance, if you notice by looking at the words, you'll notice that this says an only, this says only, this says only, but here there is no only.
That's the answer.
This is the one that is different or maybe even true. Okay.
Let's look at the question and confirm.
Confirm in the question. It says, who are obligated to maintain a business continuity plan? Why not all?
And A has an and.
Oh, and it has an.
More techniques in that answer than just that.
There you go. Didn't notice the and. Because I
Guys, this is a great way to guess if you had no idea.
Right. One answer choice with the and is also usually the and.
Literally got this question right without looking at the question.
All right. So we have 6 months, 13 months, 90 days, indefinitely. So as we have discovered, the number thing, where if you put the number in order from lowest to highest, it's usually the third.
Yeah, right? But indefinitely is not a number.
Well, but we noticed that in time it works as well. So 90 days is the shortest. Indefinitely is an unknown time.
Right.
So I called that the highest.
Correct.
Which would make 13 months the third longest.
Be.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Be. For all the Spanish speakers.
So then, boop.
That's
check
the
it
answer.
Out. It is. And if you know the content, a letter of intent must be done in 13 months. Just like that.
And Roberto is tu tío.
Yep. Okay. So we have yield to maturity right here. We have yield to maturity right there. We've got annual interest or an annual interest right there. Okay. Then I looked and it was divide by par, and then we have, oops, that's the same color. And then we have divided by current market price, divided by current market price. See the colors?
Yes.
That's all. It's just showing you the similarities are the same. B and C are opposite. A and D are also opposite. But we're not going to play that opposite game because there's too many here. So we're just going to look at the question. And it says describes current yield. So firstly, current yield, I'm going to go by the current price, a little Monday, if you will. Boom, boom. Now, why do we care about maturity versus the coupon or the payment, I should say? Payment is now. The payment is happening now. So is the current market value. And that's why the answer is C.
One would say I would have needed to know content for that.
Oh, I was just looking at current and maybe, I don't know.
But that's not that hard.
If I had to guess, I guess. Maturity is future.
Maturity is future.
Ooh. Ooh. Future.
In the future, you will be mature.
Now.
Some longer than others.
Dang. Okay. All right, next one. Authorized, outstanding, issued, or treasury. I didn't even pay attention to the word shares, right? I might not know what any of these means in securities world, so I had to play the match game. This would have been a better Monday, but I looked here and it said the maximum number that may be issued. The maximum number. How about authorized? I looked at it like this. We have a maximum credit limit on our credit cards, right?
It means you're authorized. But
that doesn't mean that we use it all.
No.
There you go. Should have been done on a Monday,
Probably.
but all right. Mm-mm-mm. Switch my colors. Next, Standard and Poor, Fitch, Best and Best Company, and Moody's Investor Services.
Sounds very moody.
Now, somebody in the chat
Best and best.
put Best and Best Company. Like, okay, let me just go to the question. Okay. It says, which of the following is not one of the three major credit rating agencies? I don't know why, but Best and Best Company doesn't sound real. Best and Best Company doesn't sound real. That is what I went with. I just went with my gut on that one. Moody. Moody. I'm going to rate you based on my mood. And then these both said ratings. Does that make sense? If I was going by ratings or I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, I never heard of that one either. I mean, yeah, anyways. Okay. Currency risk, purchasing power risk, legislative risk, liquidity risk. Look, these both start with L. So I'm going to say those are similar because they both start with L. Yeah, that's it. That's all I'm going by. And then I went and I said a change to taxes doesn't sound like liquidity. A change to taxes sounds like law. Legislative.
I mean, if you're going to change tax rates or laws, wouldn't it have to go through the legislative branch, the ones that make the laws?
Right.
Currency is not going to do it. Purchasing power is not going to do it. Liquidity doesn't make no sense.
Right.
It's got to be legislative.
Exactly.
Just common sense on that too.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh, that was it.
We made it through.
That was so fast.
We made it. It was it. It's done.
It's done.
We got through it. But that's because your quizzes could be that easy. It could be that fast. It could be that simple. Don't overthink it. Apply common sense. Always just be able to just look at what the questions are asking you and just answer that. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't overdo it. Just like that last one, the legislative and, tax. The law. Law comes from the legislation. If you don't, now you do. Write it down on a notepad. Now you just learned something new. But it's not necessarily securities knowledge. It's just regular old living in America knowledge.
I was going to say being an older adult.
No. Being somebody that's just a citizen in the United States, our laws are made by the legislation. Now you know something. Taxes aren't just simply changed. They have to go through legislation. But it's not overly complicated. It's just common sense. We want you to go get yourself a 10-question flash quiz. Go do that. Don't overcomplicate it. 10 minutes, 1 minute of thought. Make it happen. Anything you guys are doing, it doesn't even have to be securities. It's just that simple. We will not have member sessions tomorrow. We will be doing one-on-one sessions for all the people that are already registered. And we'll be back for the Studying Brew tomorrow night. Same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, everybody stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep the positive mental attitude. PMA. Everybody have a great night.
Thank you all so much for being on. We so super, super appreciate you. Practice techniques in your quizzes. We will see you guys tomorrow night. Have a great one.